Good morning. This is a reflection on lesson 288 in A Course in Miracles. It says, "Let me forget my brother's past today. Let me forget my brother's past today." I was thinking back on yesterday's lesson when I saw the title again. I'm like, I don't think I even got anywhere close to the right title yesterday. So I got to start saying them right away. Let me forget my brother's past today. So I had to read it like 5 times because I was like, why is this one showing up now? It just seemed to not fit in the progression of lessons. And I just was not getting it. And then what really stuck out to me finally was this cat. Sorry, he's so cute. And he's being very needy right now, which I love. What stuck out to me was the way it finally clicked about what it was talking about was like the brother, so other humans, my fellow humans, being my savior, meaning their hand leads the way to God, and I can't come to God except by way of them or with them. Like, I can't go alone. This isn't a solo journey. The paradox is that it is, but that's not the ultimate goal. So it made me think how, the self-work, the self-work that we do along the way to keep opening, keep healing, keep shining a light inside to what needs to be examined. This whole book, most of it has felt like a solo journey. And then it's like, oh, and by the way, you can't even reach your goal. I didn't even say goal, but you know what I mean. You can't get to God, which is like, you can't have that ultimate peace and freedom if your fellow humans aren't there or on their way there with you. So I thought, wow, of course I feel that way, because the more I open, the more I let go of stuff, the more I heal old wounds, the more, whatever this is, the more I want to share, the more I want to help other people end suffering as well. It's like this thing that you just want to extend to others, to say, yeah, suffering's hard, and I don't want anybody to suffer anymore. I've always felt that way, but the more I was down in the muck of it, the more I felt powerless to extend the hand that it talks about, like extend the hand to your brother. Because I was just like, who am I to extend a hand when I'm drowning? I need the hand. Even though I didn't think in those words, it was like, I just felt too not worthy would be the word, not worthy of helping, because it would have been followed. It would have been from a place of not authenticity, because it just wouldn't have felt authentic. Trying to feel into that old feeling of I just want to hide because I'm unworthy, and my self-esteem and my self-confidence and my just self-worth was down in the dumps. Different level of dumps in different days, right? You know what I mean, if you've been there. And I still have those days, but more and more and more, there's the opening, the softening, the letting going leads me to a place of more and more peace, more frequently, more elongated, to the point where it feels like something that can be extended when it's wanted, when people just want to sit and talk. It's not like going out and saving people. That's not what it's about. Oh, I have the answer here, let me no, it's not like that. It's more like, recognizing suffering in other people and just being able to sit with it with people and say, it's okay. There's nothing to be done here, but we can sit in it together. And whatever needs to happen will happen. Whatever doesn't need to happen won't happen. You know, there's no saving in that way of like fixing. There's only a extending the hand in the way that says, let's be together through this on our way to peace, on our way to letting go of less suffering in the world. And so that's what this lesson meant to me, is it was a reflection on my own journey of where I've been with like, I wouldn't even have wanted, not only would I not have been able to extend a hand, I wouldn't have been able to ask for a hand. I wouldn't even wanted the hand. That's the thing. You know, that whole phrase of like, no, I'm good. I'm good. When I wasn't good, you know, even though I totally convinced myself I was good, I don't need anything. I'm fine. So I totally respect and honor that I'm goodness in other people's journeys. You know, I'm not going to extend a hand in the way of like saying, hey, I see you're struggling. Let's be together. Like, I'm not going to force that on somebody. There might be a gentle way to say, hey, how are you? Everything okay? You know, I'm still working on that. Like, how to extend the hand to people who are like, I'm good. And maybe they don't. Maybe just, there's a way, there's like also something that I see in other people that I hope people would see in me if and when the time comes, if they deem me that's seeable in me. If it's not seeable in me, then I'm not ready yet to extend the hand. But hopefully, like I see it in other people where I'm like, man, they seem so equanimous, like able to be with things, that I feel like I could just start talking about anything and they won't be freaked out, you know? There are people like that. And I would hope they see that in me, because, man, I want to talk about shit. I want to talk about everything. I want to listen to everything. I just want to be with stuff, because everything is be withable on this, at some point on this path. Nothing is scary. I haven't encountered it yet, and man, people have laid some heavy stuff on me. So they're at my feet, not on me, but like we created the space where things could be laid down, and they were, to be just like the words hanging in the air. Even once they got up the courage to say it, it wasn't scary. So it's like that whole, we're carrying around so much stuff that we feel like is so heavy we wouldn't want to burden other people, and yet we're here to help each other unburden. Again, I'm going to get teary again, because I feel like we feel like no one wants to hear this. And I wouldn't even, it's not even worth saying, you know. I've been in the place where it's like, it's not worth talking about. Hell yeah, it is. And I feel like we want to burden each other. It wouldn't be a video if I didn't use air quotes at least once. Oh, air quotes. So I feel like it wouldn't even, it's not a thing. Like, it is a thing that we don't want to burden each other, but we really do, don't we? We really want to be burdened. But we wouldn't use that word. We want to unburden each other, is what this is all about. And the more we can do that, the more we can turn around and unburden the next person. Someone helps unburden me, I turn around and help burden somebody else. It's just a pay it forward system. And it's cyclical too. Like, it's not an unburdening one and done. It's like we need to continually be helping unburden and be unburdened. Lay down the stuff we've been carrying and being like, man, that was heavier than I thought. I've heard people talk about the kind of a similar feeling where it's like you have a backpack on every day. I feel like I've definitely heard this on podcasts, but I feel like I've heard this in real life too. And I think I know who told me. So, but I don't think they saw the same podcast. So anyway, like you're just carrying a backpack, nothing in it. And then one day something happens, pick up that rock, put it in, pick up another rock the next day, put it in. And over time, this thing gets really heavy and you don't realize it's heavy until one day an epiphany hits, or somebody helps you unburden, or whatever it is. You take off the backpack and you're like, holy crap, that was heavy. I feel so light and free. And I feel like that's what this whole process is like. There's like just talked to a client the other day. They came in like the day after we worked together. We were just chatting, and they said, it wasn't some big profound thing, but they're like, but I feel a little lighter. Does that make sense? And I just lit up and I was like, yes. Not everything has to be a big epiphany, a big release. To feel a little lighter day by day, oh my God. Yes. To lay down, or even if you can't take off the whole backpack, just take out a couple rocks at a time. To the point where you're like, I don't feel profoundly different, but man, things feel a little lighter. I love that feeling day by day, And sometimes it's hard to notice it unless there's a big one at first. But then over time, it's like you start to notice the subtleties, maybe of the little rocks coming out day by day. I don't know why I got on this, but I think this lesson was all about being with each other on this path to softening and opening and freedom and peace. Whatever those mean to you, it's being with. It's unburdening and being with, extending the hand without forcing the hand. It's like being available to be with. Yeah, that's what this meant to me. And here's a